Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
What's going on, guys? We are live with Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, the one and only Ben Swift Reynolds. We have T Wright, and we have 100% RC with us. What's going on, fellas?
What's good? What's good?
What's up, man?
Doing good, man. Work hard today. I feel like I earned my money, which is, is a bad thing.
For once, he's working hard at job.
For once, I earned my money. I earned my paycheck today. No, it all depends on how my day going. Sometimes days be harder than others. It just all depends on how the customers act and everything. And today one was on one, so I got on one too. And I might be having a little call in. T-Right, remember them good old days.
What it was about? Why did you get into it with them? Like,
man, they didn't understand. Something? They didn't understand the service. I'm trying to explain to them about the service and how it works. And then I was like, okay, I'm just putting in layman terms. I guess she felt like I was like putting her down, making her feel stupid. And she was like, well, you don't have to have a smart mouth about it. I'm like, hold up. I'm like,
oh, it's a woman.
Yeah, like you came at me. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be cordial and be nice and everything. So I might have a complaint next week. It's all good though. You ain't doing your job unless you don't have a complaint about something. Can't please everybody. Right. Shout out to my son. They won that game, the championship tournament yesterday.
Baseball?
Yep, baseball. It was 8-4. So, they got the dub. Shoot, I thought I had the other picture. I'm gonna upload it real quick to show y'all.
This is your younger son?
Yeah, Austin. The one that called you Douglas.
I don't know where he got that from.
I don't know where he said you look like Douglas, so he don't call you Douglas. So like I said, they won 8-4, and he playing All-Stars. He got All-Stars practice this week, so he getting into that. I don't know why my it won't let me upload the single picture, but I just showed this one. That's the team photo. Right there. They got the dub. They got a couple brothers on the team, so they're ready. Hey, I was happy to see that because a lot of black kids don't play baseball. They had 3 other black kids on the team. So, I think you talked about that in the inner cities of African Americans playing baseball.
Yeah, we need to get them. That's where the money at. That was a guaranteed money. They get the biggest contracts, and I don't see why. I know why, because we're not pushing it. We're pushing 2 sports and
basketball, football.
Yep. And baseball.
Yeah, cause I always tell my son that baseball is his favorite sport. I let him know.
You tell him.
Play. Yeah, you got to tell him. Hey, I'm trying to get that $300 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the money is made. Then you look. You have days off. You don't play all games
his
all the time.
money.
You don't have to.
His money,
You know,
man.
he said his money. It's our money. Don't get it twisted. It's our money. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm trying to get him lean toward more baseball because you don't got to deal with CTE, all the football injuries and stuff.
Right.
Baseball is a wonderful sport, man. People just gotta give it a chance. So, game one of the Celtics and Pacers was yesterday, and the Pacers lost to the Celtics in overtime 133 to 128. T. Right, did the Pacers lose this game or did the Celtics take this game?
I think the Pacers lost this game. There's no way this shouldn't have went in the overtime. On paper, the Celtics are much better than the Pacers. I'm not sure what. I don't know what the Celtics got going on, bro.
Right. I don't know, man. It's hard to put your finger on because I feel like the Pacers that was in control. That was in control. If they didn't have all them costly turnovers and stuff, then and look, and Drew Holiday going off. Who would have saw Drew Holiday going off? I think he went for 28. If he did, if Drew didn't have that type of game on the offense side of the ball, on the offense and the defense side of the ball, would the Celtics have won? I don't think so.
I don't know. And I'm looking at it. All their starting five scored over 15. They got nothing from the bench, so maybe that's what it was.
So like Dustin mentioned earlier in the comments, he still doesn't have faith in the Celtics that they let the Pacers take them OT. We didn't really have confidence in the Pacers competing with the Celtics because of matchups and everything, but it seemed like Siakam and Turner are really the two keys, man. They bring a different dynamic to their offense where the Celtics, they have trouble matching up against those guys. And who would have thought that there would be that trade would take the Pacers into another level, getting Turner. All right, C, what did you think about that game?
I mean, the Pacers played well. The Celtics are suspect. A lot of bad calls down the stretch when they was up. When the Pacers was up, you start getting phantom calls. I saw where Drew Holiday drives to the basket. He traveled. I jumped in the air and landed on the ground. They called a foul. Just different things. The officiating down the stretch was questionable. But I think Indiana left the door open. And then Jaylen Brown hits this miracle shot in the corner where a guy just laying on him. He still made it. So can't give good teams an opportunity, a small window or a big one to get back in the game. But I was impressed by Indiana. I think it's going to go 7. I think they're going to make the Celtics earn it.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of Celtics fans talking noise, but they really shouldn't just be talking right now. It should never went to that because if the Pacers would handle business, not with Halliburton's costly turnovers, then it'll be a different story than what we see. And Tatum, he went cold in the later half of the game, right? He disappeared when they needed him, and that's Tatum have too much talent to not dominate the game in every level and aspect of it. He's too talented not to.
Right.
I don't know what I think. He falls in love with his jumper. I don't get it. He has such a thing for being Kobe Bryant. Like he plays. I don't know if he try to play like him. He plays nothing like Kobe.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Kobe would back you. Kobe would take you to the block in a minute. If he have a smaller guard on him, Kobe will turn his back and back you down to get that fadeaway shot or that up and under type shot.
Right. Kobe, this seemed like Kobe could get a bucket in the least amount of dribbles possible.
Yep.
Right.
Like he wasted no movement, no dribbles, and he attacked the basket. Jason Tatum does not attack the basket. He's 16. Blows my mind. Kobe
got to a spot, elevated shot. He kept it simple. This guy is getting to a spot, then backing up to shoot. But I'm gonna say this about those guys, man. Like, even Anthony Edwards. I don't see Michael Jordan. I see Anthony Edwards. You watch Michael Jordan. The closest thing I've seen to Michael Jordan is Kobe Bryant. The mannerisms, the everything, the fadeaway. He looks a lot more smooth, and is a different style. He's bigger. He got to step through. He can handle the ball better. So when I look at Tatum, You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe he's trying to play like Kobe. He's so far off from that because when Kobe never stopped attacking. Jaylen Brown will be more Kobe than Tatum would because Jaylen Brown can get to the basket and finish and he ain't afraid of the big moment. He actually, I think those if these two guys can't get it done this year, they need to blow this team up. They're
Right
they're
on.
oh, they're the 49ers of the National Basketball Association. They got all the players. They're stacked. What else do you need at this point? I mean, I don't know what else they need.
How bad? My question to them: how bad do they want it? You know, it seemed like some games they hear, some games they don't. You know, and I don't know. Is you put that on the coaches, or you put that more on your star players? You put that on Tatum because he's supposed to be the leader. Shoot, is Brown the leader? Who is the leader?
It's on the players, man. It's on the players because they've been here so much, so many times. I think they may be bored. They want to get to the finals, and then they'll make it up. But you might not make it. So I think it's on the players. I don't think there's nothing more a coach can do for these guys, man. Them guys have been there.
They veterans at this point, right?
Yep.
With all the playoffs.
Is Porzingis out for the playoffs?
He should be out a few more games, I think I read, but not the whole series.
Okay.
How important is Porzingis? Most unknown, you know, he swears up and down by Porzingis. Yeah. So how much of a difference you think he'll make, Tyler?
I think it's a major difference. It ain't too many bigs, and the Pacers have one in Miles Turner that can protect the rim and shoot threes. That's major.
Right. It is. It really is. And maybe now when they get Porzingis back, it'll be more dominant where you want to see Turner going off like he did in Siakam. I mean, man, they'll put on a show for real. Then Tyrese, he gotta come with it. You know, he played a great series versus New York. He can't be messing up. Can't have costly turnovers versus good teams. They'll make you pay for it. And the Celtics, they took advantage of them type of turnovers, and here we are going to OT, and they take game one. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see what happens between game two and how the Pacers come out and how they handle it. So it's gonna, man. Shout out to Randy from the from the What's Up the Sports podcast. He had the Pacers in the finals, and we laughed.
What? We did. I remember that. We did.
Like what they got talking about. Man,
hey, our bad, Randy. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, Randy. We owe you a big apology. You know, we shouldn't laugh. You know, we should have took you seriously. And now we eating crow over here because the Pacers might really do it.
Yeah, they
and
close.
Everything. Yep, they really close. Let me give y'all a score update. The Timberwolves are leading the Mavericks 62-59. It's halftime right now. Let's move on to the Nuggets. So the chat was popping off last week about, the Timberwolves taking down the Nuggets and how, Michael Porter Jr. didn't show up, Aaron Gordon. The guys just look kind of, I don't want to say old, but they look outclassed by younger guys, faster guys. So Most Unknown brought up this question. He said, what would they do? What do they need to do in the offseason? What pieces do they need to add? RC, you feel like they should run it back the same team, or they need to add some more pieces, maybe to the bench?
I mean, they were up 20 points. And what cost them was when they were up 20, when they were up 15, Malone didn't sub out Jokic. You got to sub out Jokic and get him a break. You got to sit your guys down and come with Reggie Jackson and come with DeAndre Jordan just to spell them. Then if they get it to 15, then you come back with your guys. They get it to 10, you come back with your guys. But he just tried to ride him off into the sunset. And at some point, this guy's legs are starting to leave. You can tell, actually, Minnesota did a better job. The difference in the actual series is the bench. Last year, you had Bruce Brown, you had different guys that were coming in that were getting points off the bench. This year, they struggle. So I don't think as much they need, man. They can get a veteran at the mid level and bring him in. He'll fit in. But as far as their nucleus, they're there. And Porter, to me, needs to work on his back to the basket game. He needs to work on rebounding. He's a horrible defender to be that big. Guys are going right by him. But other than that, man, I don't really see what they need. They lost. They lost. They just got out.
Yeah.
In the end. I mean, I just don't see no player coming in changing what they're going to be back anyway.
Muted.
T-Right, what do you think they should do, or you feel like what they need in the offseason?
I agree with RC. There's not too much they need. Like he said, they was up 20 in Game 7. Like they just lost. Like they were gassed, and Mike Malone made a coaching mistake that cost them. I think they could use like a backup for Jokic or anything, but I don't, because their bench ain't bad. Like their bench ain't bad. They got Reggie Jackson, who's really good, and the guy Bron, he's solid. So their bench ain't bad. They don't need much.
I feel like they need more scores on the bench. I feel like when Murray go out and or Jokic go out, they don't score efficiently as they need to. I'm looking at it right here. Jokic, he played 46 minutes out of everybody. So yeah, that was the problem right there.
Kyrie got 24 points and they lose.
See, that's not how they supposed to be.
He got 24 points. Luka got 14. PJ Washington got 8. And then I'm looking at the Mavs. Looking at the Wolves, trying to see who they're. Jaden McDaniels has 19. Anthony Edwards has 13. The McDaniels just really came up big. Cat has
Guess
7.
who's guarding him? Guess who's guarding him? Luka.
Yeah,
that's why they taking care. They take advantage of that matchup.
But that's what I like about the Wolves. They don't mind letting whoever take the matchup, the mismatch.
Kyrie gonna end the night with 40.
They're gonna lose.
Yep. They usually lose when Kyrie go off like that. When he's scoring all the points, that's when they usually don't get it done. They need him more facilitating than taking his shots when he need to. But the Nuggets bench, man, Bron had 5 points. That's it. That's the only player on the bench that had points.
Yeah.
And then look, Porter. Yeah, they're like, you can't win like that. They up 20, but the only reason they up 20 because of Murray with hitting shots early on, and Jokic was dominating. Then, like I said, he ran out of gas. But Porter has 7 points. I feel like they need to add some more pieces. Cause look, Porter has 7. He was off the whole series, just terrible. Then Pope had 5. Look, he usually give you about 12.
Yeah.
And then Gordon had 4. Gordon usually give you about 16, somewhere around there.
But the coach did a very, very, very poor job of not subbing. Mike Malone, it's human error. He can't be the best coach in every series. But really, he probably kicking himself in the ass with this one. Like, man, damn. All I had to do was just Reggie Jackson come in and at least spell. I would have when I went up 20, I would have subbed Murray and him together.
Right.
At the same time. And then I would have brought him back once I saw the league to 12 and brought him back, early 4th. But once we go up big in the 3rd, I think they was up big in the 3rd and was trying to add to it. And when you're trying to being greedy, put them away. But Wolves are gonna fight. They did fight.
So yeah, we're gonna see that. I know they're gonna re-up in the off season, and they're gonna figure it out. Cause like you said, it was a lot of coaching errors, a lot of player errors too in the game, and we know they're gonna come back with a vengeance. That's for sure. Especially if Timberwolves win it all, man. Comeback season on the rise. Man, well, they've been playing good the whole season. They're one of the most consistent teams throughout the season.
They're
even with most people hurt.
Yeah, it just never felt like finals though. Like it never felt like they was making it this far.
No, I think too. What got them to this point is when the NBA decides in the playoffs to allow them to play defense, because now they're able. They're locking them. They're locking people down, man. And so, that's the thing. You can't go on a 2 minute to 1 or 2 minute spell without scoring against them boys, because you dead.
Yeah, that's why Muscle Known said the Nuggets bench is the problem. Need up the bench. Possibly look into moving MPJ. Hopefully KCP comes back because he has a player option. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the bench is lacking big time.
Yeah.
Last year, but for real, look at what happened last year when Brown was coming off the bench and everything. He was bringing that that energy. And KCP, I don't think he was even the starting lineup. He was coming off the bench at that time.
Yeah, I just think like if you manage the minutes right, they'll be fine because Reggie Jackson's a really, really good player off the bench.
Reggie Jackson,
then,
he did play good last year for him in the playoffs.
Right. And do you remember that year he played like 2 years ago? He was playing for the Clippers. He was carrying the team for one series. I know.
For sure.
I wouldn't move Porter because he's been shooting lights out all year.
Yeah.
Like, as a shooter, you're gonna have a bad spell sometimes.
Yeah.
Just hit them at the wrong time.
Shooters do go cold sometimes. Trust me,
they just lost, man. Them guys are a good fourth quarter, a decent fourth quarter away from being back in the finals, the Western Conference Finals. But they said the Western Conference teams never really. You don't have a team that just repeats and come out of there repeatedly every year. There's always somebody new. So a lot of parity.
That's how I feel about the East. Like you already know what teams are pretty much in the running coming out of there. With the West, it was all jumbo. It was all compacted this year. Bronny James, he's speaking now. RC, he can talk. Did you know this?
Yeah, I saw that.
He can talk and type and read and everything else.
This man crazy.
His dad allows him to speak his mind. Huh. I wonder why he's saying stuff now. So he come out and said it's tough. I guess they asked him about the pressure of being LeBron's son. He says tough. A lot of criticism gets thrown my way. And they asked him would he name his son LeBron. He said no. So RC, is all this criticism throwing LeBron? I see in the comments people like grown men picking on kids. Like, what's up with that? They just a bunch of haters and all this type of jazz. RC, how you feel about this Bronny?
Well, I think it's selective outrage because Michael Jordan kids probably were harassed. I mean, one of them went to Illinois and didn't play much, and then he transferred to Central Florida with his brother. But Michael Jordan's oldest son averaged 12 in high school, got scholarship to Illinois. I think he walked on, but then whatever, he transferred to Central Florida to play with Marcus. Marcus was really good. He's leading scorer for Central Florida. So they was always looked at crazy because their dad was uber talented. So everybody expected those kids to be really good. He's not the first to deal with criticism. I'm sure Magic Johnson's son, who's not playing basketball, was a gay man. Where he probably get scrutinized and made fun of. And you go over here to any NFL pro team like Barry Sanders' son. I mean, nobody's son actually that I can remember of a superstar has really been that great. Now you might have somebody that was okay in the league, and then the son be better than the dad. But as far as a GOAT status, nobody's son is void of criticism. Scottie Pippen Jr. Same thing. If people expecting him to be Scottie Pippen, it's not gonna happen. Dennis Rodman's son, Kenyon Martin's son. Bronny's getting it because of why he's there. You got to the combine because of your dad, and that's what people. Kendrick Perkins said it best. Why are we talking about him? Because of the kids that actually put in the work and have the numbers should be talked about. They're gonna get drafted higher to him. So if he want to complain about scrutiny, he need to look in his house. He need to go down the hallway, turn left or right, and say, "Dad, listen, you got to turn you down. You've been alive for 20 plus years. Let me have my time. Let me do this." Because Bronny is yet to say he want to play with LeBron. He wants to carve out his own niche. But in closing, I just feel like that comes with the name, but also it comes with how you arrive where you at.
Yep, that's how you know you're there. You're in the spotlight when you start receiving criticism. T. Wright, do Bronny have a right to complain about the unfair statements about him?
I think to a degree he does, just because I think he just want to hoop and prove himself. He's not really he's not trying to ride his dad's coattails. That's just how it panned out for him because he is LeBron James Jr. And I think I think the worst part about it, he's just not ready. Like that's the worst part. He's not an NBA player right now.
My thing is about Bronny, right? Like he wasn't even on my radar. You know how I don't like LeBron. You know, I can't stand him. You know, anything I see of LeBron, I turn, I change the channel, I scroll away, I block. I think he's blocked on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. But the problem I have with Bronny is that he knows why he receiving criticism. Like, don't act like, oh, I don't know why people saying this stuff about me. They saying this stuff because of how you got there, like RC mentioned. Like, you have no business entering the NBA draft. For what? You know, you will come out the bench and card. So what give you the idea, like, hey, you know, I want to enter the NBA draft, see where I may lay, where I may go, and go from there. But we already know why you're doing it, because your dad is gonna get you the job, just like a rich daddy would get his son a job where he's work at, keep it in the family. Yeah. And that's where the criticism was coming from. Like I said, Bronny was never on my radar. I stayed away from criticizing him, but now since it's taking this type of path and type of situation, then people gonna criticize him because you're not receiving it fairly. There's other kids not getting any type of recognition. They're not getting talked about on ESPN. ESPN covering Bronny 24/7. And you tell me that he worked harder and deserved it more than them other top prospects?
I don't think that's his fault. That's not his fault though. He just there to hoop.
The thing is,
his dad is pushing all that for him.
But the thing is, too, T. Wright, you can be truthful with yourself and like, yo, I'm not even ready for that. Yeah, like, is he scared to say something? Is he scared to say something to his dad? Like, yo, I don't feel like that's my place. Man, tell LeBron.
Man, all I'm saying,
like, Dad,
listen though,
go shoot a Dad. Shut up and go dribble. Like, let me do my thing.
But I'm saying, listen to this, man. There's kids all over there that are regular kids and have regular dads that are afraid to approach their dads in that way. There's grown men that grow up and are afraid to approach their dads in that way. His dad is LeBron James. His dad is probably one of the most famous people in the world. So he probably feel like, my dad said, I gotta go.
But he coming out and saying like they asked him about LeBron. He like, no, I don't want to name my son after him. I don't want to give him the name. That he talking about the legacy. So he feeling some type of pressure. So why not remove yourself from that situation? Because that's not the lane you want to take. He knows that.
So I'm not easier for you to say.
I'm not saying that LeBron don't love his kid or have the best interest of his child. So I want to put that out there before I start. I don't know the James family. I don't know the man personally. But I think LeBron is a control freak. And I'm going to say this because I'm going off a pattern and I'm going off of what I've seen. He likes to control the narrative. He likes to control, the coaching aspect of things, player personnel. Now it's his kid. You want to live vicariously through your kid. Like I want to have my kid in the best. I mean, because at the end of the day, when you're gone, your son's gonna be still in the league. Do you want your son to be hanging on, or do you want your son to be a staple in the league and playing every night and deserve to be there? Because what happens is I'm seeing guys in the G League that's way better than him. I'm talking about way better than him. So what happens is you're going to have guys going at your son because of you. And you're not going to be able to protect him, LeVar Ball. Because what happens is people are going to want to see or going to want to say, okay, we couldn't get your dad, but we can get you. Or I'm dribbling the ball in front of him, or he's dribbling the ball in front of me. And I'm saying to him, like, I mean, I'm about to bust your ass. There ain't nothing you can do. This is for everybody that couldn't bust your dad's ass. Your dad ain't here to say, well, I don't want my kid paying for my sins, so they say, because he gonna get all the work just by that name. Every night somebody gonna be at his neck, and if he's not ready, then why expose him to that? Why not get him ready, make sure he's 100% healthy, and then say, okay, my son has the necessary this to go out and compete with the best talent in the NBA. So we want to smoke. Come on. And he ain't the only one. Deion Sanders doing the same thing with Shador, Shiloh, and Travis Hunter. I mean, you gotta shut up, because all you doing is making it like the guy that played for Colorado State who hit who hit Travis. That was for
that
Dion.
safety. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's for Dion. Like, hey, bro, we just be
We out
quiet.
here
Let these guys play, man. Let them find their own lane and find their own way.
because how I'm feeling as a athlete, as a player, and I know that I work my butt off to get into the draft. Like nobody ain't like I ain't get that recommendation, you know, from a Hall of Fame. Like, yeah, he gonna be that guy. He gonna be that guy. If I know that I work my tail off and LeBron is getting a cosign just cause his dad LeBron that he really didn't deserve that spot on any team that he might go to, then yeah, they're gonna be younger guys in the league. They're gonna be looking at him like, bro, we literally came from the ground up to this spot, right, and you just jumped ahead of all of us.
Yeah,
got to the starter, got to the bench where I could be on the bench, and now I'm in a G League, but you occupying that space.
I think too, though,
now I'm gonna feel some type of way.
That happens every day in the corporate world. That happens every day, all the time. I mean, I wouldn't do it for my kid. I wouldn't let my kid skip ahead of folks if I know she's not ready or I know he's not ready. So my thing is that happens all the time. I don't have a problem with that anymore. That's what they call nepotism. I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah.
My thing is, why would you expose your kid if they not ready? Like Carmelo has it right. My son gonna stay in college and be ready for all the smoke that's coming his way because he carrying the weight of my last name. And so, that, like I said again, that movie Space Jam was about Bronny, and you can tell it's playing out right now in front of us because Bronny is a gamer. Bronny is he's gonna hoop, but I feel like it's unfair criticism. It is because he did not ask for it, and he is not really dictating his clutch and his dad.
Right.
And so, go ahead.
I also think he has the possibility to be an NBA player one day. It just today is not the day. He might need to go 4 years of college and then go overseas or go G League or something. But he's just not. He's not ready right now. That's the worst part. I think.
Dude,
he got potential.
He's 6'1". First of all, you lied to me and told me he was 6'3". He's 6'1". Okay, so check this out. This how ironic this dude's family is. You can compare mirror images of Michael Jordan's son. So Michael Jordan's oldest son is short. He's 6'1", maybe 5'11". Bronny James, he's the short one. Then the youngest boy is 6'3". Bryce. You see what I'm saying? And Marcus was better than Jeffrey. Bryce gonna be better than this kid. So, but my thing is, it's just they still. It's kind of like if you really look at it, man, it's you're really trying to force feed him to the league, and all they're gonna do, they're gonna throw it up. They're gonna throw his ass up back to you.
He feeding his sons to the wolves. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Not talking about the players, but to the fans.
That's why I want to play with him. That's why I want to play with him, because if me and my son on the floor together, then I can kind of cover. I can give him all this. Bron's smart enough. I can tell him everything that's coming. Only thing is, you might display what goes on in your house publicly to the world. Because if Bronny like, no, I don't want to do that, or they get it. Anything can happen, man. I wouldn't want to do it.
How he was telling Austin Reeves, he walked up Austin Reeves, told him to run that way. He told him that's what he's gonna be doing, running, man. Go that way, like come off the screen that way.
You're my actual dad. I live with you.
You're right. Imagine working with your dad. That'd be
yeah.
Look, you saying yes, sir, no, sir, on the court.
I'm hooping, man. Hooping. You're gonna be saying some crazy shit.
Bronny could benefit if he at least go to the G League. I'll be surprised if he stay on the team for a whole year when you got guys like Kenneth Lofton Jr. working hard to get that 12th man spot again. Hey, Kenny Lofton Jr., was his dad a baseball player? No, that's not the same guy?
It's not the same guy.
Okay. I just seen Junior. I just seen Junior. I'm like, I wanted that the baseball player. The Lakers and JJ Redick. So they talking about he's the next Pat Riley. They hyping him up to get the job. RCU Laker fan. We in for another clown show. What's your thoughts on JJ Redick taking the Lakers job?
Only thing JJ Redick got in common with Pat Riley is the hair. That's it. But this shows you though how It's the power of LeBron James. You do a podcast, and then all of a sudden, this guy enters the picture. If I'm gonna pick a coach for LeBron James, it would be like Ray John, Rondo, uh,
Salute.
Ty Lue, Budenholzer, people like that, like people that can challenge him, people that can coach
Mm-hmm.
him. Like Rondo would get in his ass. They would kind of, they would, it would, it's a mutual respect between them. At this point, if JJ shows up and Bronny shows up, Laker fans get the hell out. Because they ain't trying to win no championship. It's a circus, it's a shit show. Now all of a sudden you see them on this podcast, they both trying to sign hella intelligent and smart about a game that is, you don't have to be that damn smart. Like they be using little verbal like certain words, like it's verbiage that we didn't, a pick and roll. He's saying something, he's calling it something else. And it's like he's trying to sound like the middle linebacker for the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's he reading?
Trying to talking code and crap.
And we come off a DOA and we come at a DOC and we do a dip that and a double bing. I'm like, dude, you're talking like basketball is the curveball or the slider. Ain't that difficult, doc? And y'all don't even run that many plays in the league. But JJ is a pawn in this game and in the circus. If he get this job, man, he won't be there long either. Lakers ain't had a coach longer than 3 years now. I don't know where he would be different. So Pat Riley, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. He's nowhere near Pat Riley.
Man, why isn't the Lakers greats saying anything about?
They are.
I know Magic came out and said something. Have Shaq say anything? Have
Brian Scott, Robert Horry.
Brian Scott. Oh, I ain't hear Brian Scott.
Yeah, Brian Scott said make LeBron the coach. He can't be by himself. He said make him the coach. Let him
them old heads crazy, man.
Hey, LeBron already tried. Look, LeBron already tried. He's like, hey, I got an idea. How about I be the coach too? I'm already drawing the plays on the clipboard.
But this is my thing. Here's my pushback to him. At this point, man, you have nothing else to prove, dog. You overachieve. If I could talk to him now, I would say, listen, job well done. You overachieve. Your kids are doing well. Your marriage is doing well. You're doing well. You have your health, no major injuries. You still playing at a high level. You accomplished everything and more. It's time to get out of the way and let the youth have it. Let them have the game, bro. Like you've been playing so long, you playing with their daddy's daddy. You play with the daddy, the son, and now here come the other son, the second child in the family. Like, dude, get the fuck out the way, doc. Like at this point, I feel like he don't know how to leave, i.e. Tom Brady. Don't know how to quit. Brett Favre. Don't know how to retire.
Tom kids couldn't get him to stay. That's crazy. Like, daddy, please stay home. Like, nah, I gotta go win the Super Bowl.
It's so crazy. The thing I don't get, y'all are the Los Angeles Lakers. Why do y'all keep getting these first time coaches, these assistants, never been in? I don't understand that. They had Ty Lue, then they wanted to pick his staff. I think they fired Vogel. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, Vogel.
It's because Jeannie Buss is a fan. She's a fan owner. When you see the owner laying her head on LeBron, she's a fan. When you see the owner finna give Kobe Bryant 2 more statues after giving him 1, that's a fan, doc. Like, I love Kobe, but Kobe don't deserve 3 statues. It's not gonna bring him back. The one you got with the finger up, that should be the last one. You finna keep opening this wound of this kid and this man. Let this man rest in peace. What organization giving one guy 3 statues? Boom.
Yeah, that does sound like a fan. That sound like me. Cause I give like a whole bunch of statues to Kobe. If it was up to me,
this, bro. Get that. I'm a big Kobe fan. His Negro get 1 statue. Okay? Because he didn't do no more for the Lakers than Magic, than Shaq. He gets 1 statue. Let him rest in peace. All these statues show that when you gave him that $24 million, knew his Achilles and knees were blown out. That's a fan. That's what a fan owner do. I'm gonna tell you another fan owner. That owner for the Clippers, he do the same. You paying Kawhi to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Kawhi walking by the hallway, ain't asking for nothing. You know, Kawhi don't talk. Hey, Kawhi, why you did me?
He waited.
$5 more million. Kawhi get the text. I got another. You know, he probably don't talk. He just probably ready, process it like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
25 million more. You know, he is thinking, I ain't get a thing of bang for no money. So, dude, fan owners are the worst. They are the
Right.
worst.
Well, Robert Kraft, he seemed like a more of a fan owner too, but he made it work.
No, Robert Kraft, he let Belichick run the show. He may have been cheering for his guys, but it wasn't. Nobody got paid New England.
Most unknown said, I think the Clippers would hire JJ. Lakers are interested in Sam Cassell, James Burgo. I guess
I
don't know.
like Sam Cassell. That's another former player.
Chris Green from the Heat, Micah Nora from the Two Moves. They
Sam
should never
Cassell.
fire Vogel.
Sam Cassell, the only man I ever seen look like an actual cockroach. But you know, you ever looked at him?
Dang on. He like the thing from Men in Black.
Yeah, yeah. When he was younger, I would just be like, man, that dude look like a human bug. Like he looked like the guy that performed. I don't know if you remember the power line. Don't be caught by the power like the little bug.
Yeah.
What he look like, man. That's the same what he look like.
Yeah, when I was young too, I was just staring at Sam Cassell in amazement. I'm like, that's a real guy.
Right. And look, they call him 2-point Yeezy, bust your butt in the paint.
Yeah.
And it maybe because when the defender would look up, like, it's just I'm mesmerized.
Off your game. Oh man, y'all wow. So let's do a score update real quick. Let me see. I had it. Lost it.
I got it.
I got it. It's 79. Timberwolves have 79. Mavericks have 77. Close game. Almost bet on this game, guys. And I decided not to. I couldn't tell. Game one. I know, man. And what's so funny, I'm betting on drafters after I me and Flower, we hate drafters, but I'm over here betting on drafters, man. I miss underdog.
Mark my word, underdog will be back for the NFL season.
Dude, it has to, man. They can't be doing us like this. We don't deserve it.
We were winning too much money in Mississippi. They were like,
right.
Brett Favre owe too much money for y'all to be winning over there.
Hey, you taking shots at Brett Favre just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out to L. Y'all remember L? I think RC remember L. Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Cleveland Browns. Yeah, he found me on Instagram. And he commented on my anniversary post. And I didn't know who it was at first. I accepted his he followed me, but I didn't follow him back. I didn't know who it was. Then he was like, yo, man, this is L. I'm like, oh, dude, L.
Yeah, the one that I
hadn't seen in a while.
Talking about Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. So he's back in the picture, man. Shout out to L. Shout out to Coach AP. Shout out to IAP Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for people on Instagram for tuning in. Y'all ready to move on to some NFL talk?
Yeah.
I wish we went live when the schedule was released. You know,
I think the schedule that's overrated.
The schedule release?
Yeah, it's overrated. NFL, it's another way the NFL sticks it to the NBA because when they release the schedule on paper, yeah, you like, oh, the Eagles playing the Saints, but injuries happen in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Guys just don't pan out to be the way they. Saquon liable to miss 3-4 games, so it's like those schedules don't never pan out the way they pan out because they had us beating Minnesota and Cleveland. We lost both them games, so what looked like a gimme ain't.
Look like a what?
What looks like a gimme on the schedule or may look like a tough game, 9 times out of 10 it won't be. You think the Cowboys think they were gonna lose 42-7? Nah.
Oh. And I listen to Pro Football Focus, and they think the Cowboys had a good offseason. They gave them a B.
Really?
I don't know what they.
You know what? I know why.
I don't know why.
Think about it.
Why is that?
B stands for what? Bad.
Boy.
Hey, look.
You said bad.
The Cowboys think they slick. They're rebuilding without letting nobody know. They ain't slick. I'm trying to tell you. They rebuilding.
Well, yeah, because all them guys on like 1-year deals now. They got to do Micah Parsons. They have to do
Ron
88.
CD Lamb, Deron
CD
Bland,
Lamb.
Dak
Hey,
Prescott.
they got some deals coming up.
Yeah, gotta pay him.
They gotta pay him. IAP Radio. He said Antonio Brown is $3 million in debt, according to bankruptcy filing.
Well, IAP Radio.
Yeah,
we don't give a damn about Antonio Brown. Hey, the karma is called karma, man. You realize
Come on now.
all the shit he was doing to people and bothering folks and picking on folks
right.
and talking about he sleep with
Tom Brady.
Wife. Like he better be glad debt is the only thing he into. He should have one foot at the grave with all the shit he been doing. So he
baby mama started taking all his money too, and that crappy rap career he had
on the internet with his butt out, doing all his man going crazy.
Yeah, I heard Twitter is wild though. I don't follow him on Twitter, but I might see what he be saying.
It goes back to what I said. I don't know a celebrity Brown that you can just say that's a good Brown. You got Bobby Brown, Chris Brown, Antonio Brown. I'm talking about, man, look, James Brown turned over in his grave. He was hey.
Man, you wow.
Judge Joe Brown. I'm telling you,
Judge Joe Brown.
I'm telling you, all them Brown. Think about it. I think the best Brown I know is PJ Brown. Played for he didn't get in any trouble. But if you just
the
think
basketball
about it,
player.
Man, yeah, used to play for the Pelicans and the Hornets back in the day.
Oh.
But I'm just trying to think. Do you know of any good Brown?
Jim Brown's the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's the only one I can think about.
Yeah, it's the only one.
All right. NFL schedule release was last week. They said that the Falcons has the easiest schedule this year. Dang on to you, right? It's our luck that the Falcons have the easiest schedule. The team that has the hardest schedule is the Cleveland Browns. Then second is the Ravens, then Steelers. Then Texans is fourth, Green Bay is fifth, and the Saints, we are second with the easiest schedule. So
a lot of our tough games will be at home or something.
I think Kansas City's on the road, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see. We got to go to Green Bay on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
In December.
That's tough. Yeah.
Dang.
We go to MetLife.
Yeah, I think most of the games on the road, these hard games. We do have Denver in the Superdome, so you might be going to that one, huh?
Wait a minute, dog. Wait a minute.
Sean Payton coming home.
You go down there and get expensive. Well, you been clowning. You need to go down there and
I might have to come visit Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? I know them tickets already sold out, man. There's no way.
We got the Chiefs and Arrowhead too, though.
Yeah, they want most hard games on the road. The Saints actually called my line. They asked me did I want to buy season tickets. So I was on waiting list. So I might still get them.
Not real, man.
I know I need to hit some games. RC, what game are you looking forward to with the NFL schedule?
So always looking forward to kicking the Cowboys' ass every year. So that's on my schedule. But as far as non-49er games, I love watching. I'm be intrigued by whatever Buffalo does post Stephon Diggs. I think Keon Cole is the real deal. It's a breath of fresh air for Buffalo. Intrigued by the Texans, because they're gonna have a bullseye on their back. Seeing them being the hunted versus, hunting. And then Kansas City coming to Santa Clara. I want to put my foot in there. I don't even want to win the Super Bowl, bro. I don't even want no Jello. I just want to kick their ass. I'm sick of Kansas City. We have yet to beat them in the postseason or in the regular season. Mahomes has never lost to the 49ers. And then the Green Bay Saints gang gonna be good. I'm kind of intrigued. I have an interest now in seeing how Kubiak is gonna use Kamara, being that he had McCaffrey, because I think Kamara has a big year if he uses him like we use McCaffrey. So yeah, it's a few games.
Right. So you eyeing him in fantasy?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I will not auto draft this year. I
Yeah.
promise you.
Yeah, you almost made it to the playoffs, but you
Yeah.
one game off. You couldn't
But that
get
was
in there.
because of I had a master class in the free agent pool because auto draft do you some dirty. They do you some nasty work, man. Auto draft give you 2 tight ends. You don't even need them.
See, right, man. When you gonna jump in this league,
Man,
man? We got
I can't
man.
do
Come
it.
on,
I
dude. Look,
can't do
see,
it.
right. We have most. We have. Well, yeah, we have most of the cast from VOL in this fantasy league. You need to come get with it. You need to go and be part of
I
the
want some free
beatdown. Be
money.
handing out. You know,
I might get in
I
there
took
with
it to
y'all,
RC
man.
this year. He said kind of all draft. I mean, he would have got a beat down from me anyway if he did have
Nah,
all draft.
nah.
Beat
See what?
Flowers or beat
This was
Gatwood.
crazy. Had my auto draft team was losing early, and then they made a push because I got
Yeah.
rid of some of those guys, and I came after them guys. Man, I was upset. And if I'd have got in the playoff, I'd have pulled. I'd have put an Ant-Man on their ass. Just all of a sudden, because
Turn
today
up.
my team is heading out ill. We're gonna get a few, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but it was so funny. He needed one game. He won. I
One,
think he won like the last 5 or 6.
yeah, I went on the road, man.
And he went on a winning streak. Then the season ended. If he
I'm gonna
had
tell
one
you
more
who
week, he
killed me,
probably
dog.
would got in though.
I'm gonna tell you who killed me every year. I will not pick his ass up this year. Odell Beckham, he could go lie down. Why is he still on fantasy football at all? He do nothing but
You
take
held
Nothing.
him for like 8 weeks or so. You held him for a good period of time. You were just hoping, like you had to stick. You were poking him, like, come on, do something, do something. You
He
gonna
had
go off
one good game, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
then he scored a touchdown and dance, and that was the last time. I said, bro, Odell, all you want to do is take pictures and show workout videos, making us think you're on your way back. He's Stephon Diggs, bro. That's who it is. 82, 83.
He's Stephon Diggs with one leg now. He with Miami. So he with Tyreek Hill, Waddle. So he might be a viable option for the Dolphins,
But let's see if Tua can put 2 healthy seasons back to back without being in the dirt. I mean,
That's true. And they said the O line's not as good as it was last year. So that I'm eager to see how. I'm just not sold on the Dolphins, man. Maybe it's Tua I don't have faith in. Or maybe
it's been 28 years, I think 28 years since they won a playoff game.
Jesus.
And every year that number's getting up there. 20, I think it's 28 or 30 years without a playoff victory.
So, like, what do you think the Dolphins have to do to get over the hump? Because I feel like they have a solid D line. I mean, they can get after the quarterback.
Get home field and play at home in the playoffs because they can't play on the road in the bad weather. I mean, I said this to a guy just recently. He's like, man, them guys ain't all from the same place. I mean, everybody got to play in cold weather. I said, listen, you're in Miami all year, and then you have to go to Buffalo during the playoffs. You're gonna feel some way. You got to go to Kansas City. You saw it. They look like, they look like fish out of water.
They look like popsicles. Popsicles. They were just standing there. They ain't feel like moving or nothing.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins, man, that's an interesting division beside the Patriots. And the Bills, they took a step back. Then everybody talking about Aaron Rodgers and Jets. They gushing over Aaron Rodgers in the past.
I forgot, man. You asked me what game I'm looking forward to. The first game of the year, they come to Santa Clara, and the guy that knocked him out of the NFL is on my defense. Leonard Floyd gonna be on this side. Big Bad Bosa gonna be on this side. Aaron Rodgers in that Philly center. We're gonna see if you've been rubbing that herbal shit on there.
That's our week 1 game.
It's week 1.
Right. Dang, I feel sorry for the Jets.
Brees Hall versus McCaffrey. You got. I mean, I really feel like the NFL really want this. They want to see what's up.
Well, RC, I'll take it back. I think it might be close. I'll tell you why. Because how they use Brees Hall, they're not gonna let y'all just pin your ears back and go after Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna tell you why it won't be close. It'll be close when the game starts. But Robert Saleh used to coach for the 49ers. And once he shoot that wild in the first half, you see his teams do that. They be strong in the first half and they disappear in the second half. with us, everything gonna be a marathon, and you know, often imitated, never duplicated. They trying to run the same offense we run too. So let's see if the real ones, if they real as they say they are, because I believe they're gonna be good this year.
They are. I mean, that defense is pretty dang good. I mean, they got safeties, they got all three levels. The D line, the linebackers, the secondary.
If they don't win this year, Solid gonna get fired.
Right, he should. With all that talent, now they can't have the excuse of it's the O line or Aaron Rodgers got hurt week 1. Now you have everything on the table. Your quarterback, your O line should be fixed, right? You drafted, you signed players this year. So if y'all don't go to the playoffs and do something, then Robert Saleh, I don't know, it's too much talent on that team not to do anything. So the Jets, I mean, they on the clock. They gotta put something together. They can't be pulling no Dallas Cowboys have all the talent in the world and can't go nowhere. Right, what game you looking forward to? I know you're gonna say a Saints game.
Oh yeah, I want to go to that. I told you I want to go to that Dallas game in Dallas. I ain't been to Jerry's World yet.
I've been in there too, right?
Man, those tickets gonna be high. You gonna pay a pretty penny for them tickets in Jerry World.
Don't say that.
Man, I'm just telling you, man.
Listen, man. My guy ain't got no kids. He ain't married. Hey, bro, live it up. Go to
all
Dallas.
money on him.
Put your feet up.
Man, I already know. Look at that bling he wearing. He dropped like 10 G's on that.
82 Timberwolves.
What's the score?
86-82 Timberwolves.
86-82. I'm looking forward to Bills and Chiefs, that rematch. The Bills are, I don't know what I think about them. They lost a lot on the offense side of the ball. They lost a lot on the defense side of the ball. So I'm wondering how they're gonna look with with pieces missing, especially with Josh Allen, how he was having on turnover issues and everything. Are they going to rely more on Cook?
I think they're going to be fine without, because Stephon Diggs is Odell Beckham 2.0. And basically, they both made their names off of catches. And after those catches, they became superstar, megastars. And they ain't done nothing after those catches. So I think, just me personally, man, I think it's going to be Allen not having to deal with that crazy ass emotional Diggs. He gonna flourish. You got a kid out there that's having fun. I like Kobe.
Yeah, I think he'll keep Allen in a good mood and everything. So who you think win that division?
What division?
The AFC East.
I'm taking, believe it or not, man. I just don't believe.
That's hard. It's tough for me. I can't figure it out.
The Jets or Buffalo. This Jaden Daniels kid is cooking. I'm talking about he cooking with a big spoon.
Oh my goodness.
Eesh.
Well, right now, the Dolphins have like the 5th easiest schedule. I just need to look at the teams. Yeah, the Dolphins do. So I need to look at and see who they play against to see is it really an easy schedule. And Buffalo have the 5th hardest.
Yeah.
So
I can see Keon in the actual huddle with Josh Allen, and Allen just threw a pick, and Keon say, bro, we good. Just something crazy like you hit him with the Louisiana, babe, but we good. We out here. Let's get it.
Don't worry. We're gonna get back to it. Yeah, I can see him saying something crazy, something funny. All right, let's go into overtime, shall we? All right, we're gonna talk about off-topic sports topic. If I can get that out right. Sometimes it's good to come back to reality. I know we get lost in sports. A lot of us take time to get away, to relax, to get things off our mind. But I think there's a big issue. They need to be addressed, especially in today's age of Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein, all them guys. See right why he
My fault, bro.
Man, why you looking like
My fault, bro.
why you looking like that, man?
I didn't know where you was going.
Like,
I'm just...
no, I don't got. All right, I don't got no dude. Like I just named you in a lawsuit. You're like, shoot, like what my lawyer? So man, I think we need to talk about this. It's a big talk, especially in African American community. And let me show you the clip. So if y'all don't know, it's about P. Diddy. You know what my son said today?
Well,
He said he was playing the game. I don't know what his friend said to him, but he said no lie. He said something. He said no Diddy. Said what? I heard him, but I didn't say nothing to him. I was just like, no Diddy. So now we're using that as a slang term now. Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, no Diddy. I'm like, bro, what in the world? So here's the clip.
Life, sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
So if y'all didn't know, he got caught in a hotel camera beating and kicking Cassie and everything, his ex-girlfriend. RC, what do you make of this situation with Diddy coming out, especially after we realizing what Jeffrey Epstein was doing? Now Diddy in this sexual assault case with Cassie.
So you don't have to go to jail to be in prison. Like public humiliation is prison. The money is they pretty much didn't cut off his way to be able to take care of himself. Everybody knows about it now. People are unfollowing him, disassociating themselves from him. His children know about it. It's just he's in prison already. You know, that's why I always tell people about justice. They're like, man, you know, when someone loses their life and they feel like they was wrong, it was done wrong, we're not going to leave this place without paying for the things we do to people. And just imagine, all of us have had moments in our life where we've made some mistake or we've done something. I don't care if you was a kid to an adult. Just imagine if it was publicly displayed and everybody could watch it. You ain't got to go to jail, dog. You in jail. So when I'm watching him sit there and he talking and he looking, I can see that in his at his core, he hurt because I thought it was powerful enough that it would never get out. As an example in there for all of us, man, to understand that we are human beings. And we don't know the backstory of everything that happened with them and what's going on, but this stuff has been circulating about him for years. Like we already know about other people that it ain't came out on yet, and we just be kind of throwing stuff out. Trust me, man, we never not know. It just got to be put out there. Now that it's out there, I feel like he's only sorry because he got caught. Because the week before that, it was God this and God that, and I said this before on the show. When you start messing with God, the real one show up. The one you're playing with don't care about you, but the real one be like, oh, okay, you want people to think I'm with you, so I'm gonna separate myself by moving out the way and let whatever happens happen to you. But as far as, and in closing, talking to women who deal with these type of people. You're an enabler. You're a volunteer. If you're there because you want stability, because you want to be famous, because this is the other side of selling yourself and your soul for fame and money and stability. You know, it ain't
Right.
worth. There's no amount of money that's gonna be able to erase the pain and trauma that she done went through.
Mm.
And what I would do if I was him, I wouldn't apologize to society, but get them. The minute she sued me, I would have went public.
Right.
Went public and said, "Hey, look, man, I did some stuff in that situation, man. I ain't proud of it." Because at this point, telling us sorry, you ain't did nothing to me.
Right.
So,
So you're right. What you think about that whole Diddy situation?
Yeah, it's just piggyback off what RC said. It's for years, like you said, it's been circulating for years. Like it's probably about as long as I've been alive, and I'm 26. And and it's crazy how he was walking around here like he was king of the world, like he can't be touched. And now that all this stuff is coming to the light, now he's like, well, God bless this, and I'm sorry for this. And it's like, now that you caught, you've been walking around here the whole time like you king of the world. Now God has humbled you. God has a way of humbling people, and when you get to the top, He bring you down fast. So I think that's really
Right.
And you know
the
why you
essence
do
of
that,
what
T.
his
Right?
life has been.
You know why God humble you off the mountain? I believe because now you're competition.
Right.
You walking around like a god, the real one, like, okay, let's see if you really a god.
Yeah, I gotta show you.
What's up? Like, what's happening?
You know, I feel like with this whole D situation that it's deeper than what we know. I know he probably has some connects and everything that's in the same type of game of handling women and handling, being a Mongol in those type of situations. I feel like how he treated her, he probably treated others the same way. There's no telling about it, especially how he was parading around, still walking around at the FBI raided his home at him, acting like he's running to his private jet to get out of here to escape. So I feel like there's a lot more to come, especially in this, especially when your house get raided by FBI. That means you really into something. And I feel like he wasn't sorry, man. There was a bull crowd apology. It was just what it was. Like people love bringing up God when they're in the wrong, when they get caught about something. Now you want to be a spiritual man. Now you want to take it all off of you and like, I'm working on myself, I'm being a better man, I'm going to therapy. Like, see, that's where you messed up. It's not about what you're doing to yourself right now, right? It's about what you did to the others. You should have addressed that. What you did to Cassie, you should, laid it all out there. It's not about, we don't care about you, on seeking therapy. No, we don't care about that. We care about how you manipulated and, took advantage of somebody who's a human being. That's somebody's daughter, somebody's sister. And I have a sister, and I don't know T Right having. No, T Right, you the only child. But when you think about the thing, I don't want to hear nothing about, I'm trying to be a better man. No, you in the wrong. You know what you did. Own up to it. Don't try to place it on God. Don't try to place it on your spirituality. Own up to it and say like, hey, the whole Cassie situation and anything else that might be going on in my life that, I'm in fault. I'm in the wrong. That no amount of words and no amount of anything I might do here forward can bring to wash all that away or bring something back, And I feel like a lot of people not taking this seriously enough because it's a lot of guys out here who really doing women like this. And that's a problem.
But
that's a problem.
I want to say this though. Hollywood, there's a lot going on in Hollywood, man. There's a lot of things that is normalized. There's a lot of people who look at that video and see themselves, even the apology video. But I would want to say this to our people. We are enablers. I said this earlier on social media about at some point in time, we've all been guilty by association, having a friend or a homeboy that may be into something they don't got no business, and at a moment or at that time you ain't brave enough to sever ties or check them.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been the friend that try to do that, but at some point I always try to mind my business too. I got respect for all y'all on this panel, but if I knew one of you guys would not beat no women, it could be anything. If I knew you was putting your life, if I knew that you was putting yourself in harm's way, I gotta stay away from that because I ain't ready to leave yet. I ain't ready to go to jail. I don't want to do. Listen, if that makes me lame, whack, boring, I don't give a fuck. I want to be the lamest, wackest, boring, free person ever.
Right.
Alive, no bullet holes, none of that. So this whole thing is being. There's a group of people out there that has helped him become the monster that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac lost his life, Biggie lost his life, Craig Mack, Shine went to jail for one. You know, these guys, and they couldn't say nothing because he was that powerful. But the guy they talking about, man, is the other guy. And I'm gonna tell you who I was on. I was on Cat Williams' ass because I didn't like what he did. But what he did, what he said was right. He said this was going to be the year. Give me chill bumps thinking about it. This is going to be the year of exposure, and it ain't about black and white. It's about God's side and that side. I was like,
Right.
If that ain't what's going on right now, dog,
scary.
Right, because this whole situation that has been going on, like I said, Diddy had video of other celebrities, politicians, maybe politicians too, powerful people on video. Like the FBI went in there
and destroying
out hard drives, destroying hard drives. Man, some politicians, somebody powerful enough that's like, hey, stuff is leaking out. We gotta put in this. Like something got to come about this. And what's so disgusting too, like celebrities that been hanging around Diddy, like most of them haven't said a word. So for me, I feel like a lot of these guys that hung out with PD, like they co-sign. Like you said, if I'm hanging around somebody that doing something and I'll just turn a blind eye, but I'm still hanging around at me, I'm still co-signing. If I'm not saying anything, if I think it's wrong, but I'm not really doing nothing about it, I'm still staying in that situation. That means I'm still co-signing the behavior per se. Like we have to speak up and take up for people that can't fight back, man. That don't have the power to fight back. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the courage to fight back. We gotta give them a safe place where they can come out and like, hey, this is going on. And Cassie came out and said it before, and what they said about her. Yeah. You know, they dismissed it. They're like, bro, she just doing this. You know, she had her own mental problems. Yeah.
She's a victim, but I want to say this too. T. Wright's the guy on the panel that still out there. T. Wright, stay as long as you can out there. Listen to him. I'm gonna talk to you in the corner, bro. You're dealing right now in a dating world of a bunch of entitled women, men, a bunch of manipulative, egotistical. Like it's all about self. Let me tell you what I think relationships or marriages is about. What you know, God has his plan forward, and we are creating our own rules, and it is a problem. A lot of these women in these videos, yes, they're victims, but they're volunteers. They're trying to get something from that person as well, and it's at the expense of that. They're losing something, trying to gain something. Like, dude, do you realize that there's pictures out there of Jay-Z and Beyonce and a lot of people with Diddy? There's no way they don't know about any of the stuff that's been going on.
Okay.
And so Kobe Bryant's on them videotape, Vanessa Bryant, LeBron James. So it's a lot of people that know, but it's levels to it. So you know, but I'm gonna say this and I'll move on. I really feel like 2 weeks, we're just getting started. We're gonna be some people that gonna be like, what? Not that guy. Yeah, man.
That's why I said, like, cause like y'all just hear about the Carl Weathers story?
Yeah.
From Family Matters?
Yeah.
I forgot who the guy was, but he was telling the story how he Carl Weathers had to do a little
favors, yeah.
I don't put it. He had to do favors, and PD gonna say I love when men need favors from me. Cause that mean he's showing his power, like he got something over them, man. Like what Michael said, you gotta do something strange for a little piece of change.
yeah. I don't want to be
so hey, Michael, he put it on like, hey, you gotta do a little something strange in order to get something. And that's what P was talking about. He like, I love when these dudes come to me and they need something, you know, because now you're in my power, you're in my favor. And most of them said a lot of black people making fun of Diddy possibly being gay instead of truly messed up things he done with the Cassie and me and people he effed over. Others knew of his actions but didn't do anything.
I think the thing with the gay thing, I'm gonna tell you why it's a deal. It's not about him being gay. This is the problem I have with that community is instead of being honest about who you are and what you're doing, you're straddling both sides, ruining lives on both sides. It ain't just men's lives. He has ruined his women's lives. He's humiliating a lot of people and defacing a lot of people. So, and then, but you're lying and saying you're not. So if you're gonna be gay, if you're gonna be whatever, own that. But you can't like do it how he's doing. And so men that beat women hate women. Period. I just really feel in my heart that they don't really like women. You can't hear a woman, but women, you got women out there that put their hands on men, but even at that point, to hear a woman yell, we couldn't hear the audio. Imagine if you could hear the audio.
Dude, okay. Yeah, like the video was bad. Like the woman was bald over. He stood kicking her, punching her. I was like, yo, this is like she tried leaving. Did she not try to leave in the video? And he drug her. Like no, man, you can't release no statement. Like you ain't like Ray Rice was bad, but Ray, you know what I'm saying? But that's totally
I think the sad part is at this point he might be sincerely sorry, but
look
at what point it is. Look how far it's gotten. He was so powerful and on top of such a mountain that
this dude probably got numerous people killed. Like they even speculation that he got Tupac killed. But that's what I'm saying. Like a monster. But like, come on now.
I'm gonna tell you, a coward like that, he's sorry. But listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you, don't nobody like having done to them what they've done to people. So yeah, he really sincere. He really, cause he's saying, "Oh my God, I really ain't got it. I'm really not that powerful." So he really sorry and sincere because he don't want his daughters to go through that, his sons to go through that, or him having to go to prison and have to deal with that. Because that's the next step. They're gonna find something, to stick him with and send him down the road.
So what y'all think about people making memes and funny videos like of him doing anything? Like they had one dude laying in bed and they say when you hear that music come on, you see Diddy and you have a sleep paralysis.
But see,
and you see Diddy come in the room.
That's what most unknown talking about. Everything's a joke to us. Everything's
right.
Everything, bro. But it wouldn't be funny if it was them or it was their niece. So, like, because I used to get mad about the women who cried about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, we won't kill, free kill. He don't want y'all. He wants your niece and your daughters. I mean, you grown ass women, 50 years old, 40 years old, his age. He don't want y'all. He don't want y'all. He wants you. He wants your niece. He wants your daughters. He wants people that's under you. So, black people our people like bull crap, like mess. They love drama.
They love it. Love to eat it up.
Just like that woman that gave me drama today. I ain't looking for it. I had a good day. So that's the PD topic, guys. Thank y'all for y'all inputs. We about to come to a close. Hold on, most unknown just type something. He said, even if Diddy somehow doesn't go to prison, he gonna be known as the woman beater as far as the means. I personally not in the business of calling me gay, snitch, or pedo without clear evidence. Well,
hey, bro, I want to say this.
They destroy the evidence.
Every time I've seen a duck on water, I never questioned it. It's some things that's understood don't have to be explained. It has a certain type of energy. When it has a certain type of energy, it is what it is. When people say that and they say, and it's another thing in our community, we turn a blind eye to stuff we know that's going on. We know about the dude in the hood that sells girls. We know about the dude in the hood that date young girls. We know about it.
Right.
What you need to do? Be in the room with them.
Right, I like. Do I need to partake to order to believe? But we hear stories.
I need the same grace for me when the lies told. There's people who don't do anything that's wrong with it. They're out the way, and people be, oh no, that's I've been waiting on him to fuck up. So yeah, he did. But then you got the guy waking up, molesting children or waking up. You could just tell P. Diddy had this energy. He had it. Who said, I like the way you talk to me, Daddy? That ain't no grown man talking like that.
Right, the lyrics and some of the song. But RC, we hear stories of this by his parties, like how crazy they are. Like I forgot what the female comment talked about his celebrity basketball game where they were playing naked or something.
Yeah,
like you just don't make stuff up like that. Look, you don't make stuff up like that. Like people have came out and talked about his celebrity basketball games at his house. Like the guys, like T-Right, it's not women, guys playing football.
I stood on a table for Bill Cosby. Like, Bill, y'all wrong. And then I went and watched this video where Bill was talking about the Spanish fly and how he puts it in women's drink. And it's him and what's the guy with the glasses used to have a talk show? I don't know if it's Stephen King or not Stephen King. What is it?
It might be Larry King.
Larry King. So Larry King and him and it's just he put it in his book talking about what he slipped in those women's drink. I'm like, come on,
that's insane. Bro.
Come on, Professor.
How we missed that?
Not Dr. Huxtable, man. I'm like, come on.
You know the thing.
Come on,
it's kind of crazy how stuff work out, man. Like this is why it's so sad.
They tell you in plain sight.
Look at how sincere sad Diddy is. And it's like, dang, you kind of feel bad. But for all these years, he's been doing all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of, it messes with your head. Like, man, you kind of feel bad on the surface looking at it, but it's like.
Cat Williams even talked about that, walking in that room. And you're like, there's some stuff going on. I got to get out of here.
Say no to Diddy. You got to be able to tell Diddy no. It's just some things you got to be able to tell him. You got to rub your leg when you talk like Cat Williams. It's just
right, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You got to say no. Sometimes you got to say no to Diddy. You got to tell him no. Diddy liked to party. I had to tell him no. Listen, I turned down $50 million 3 times. Come on, Cat, you're lying, bro.
Yeah.
3 times.
Notorious. That's what I'm saying. PD parties are notorious. So if you're getting a rap from us celebrities, man, come on. Everybody had the same story.
But listen, though, and we can move on. We can get off the show, man. Y'all, I want y'all to hear me. Women outnumber men crazy now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there's women who ain't even came out about dude yet. Like Young Miami got a story to tell. She can't tell because she probably was in on it. So it's like,
I get some.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't even talked about J-Lo, bro. That used to be with him. They all, bro. Come on, man.
Tip of the iceberg, man.
Just make sure that your interactions with women now, T-Right, is women. If you see crazy, leave them alone, doc. Because guess what? You could be a guy. You ever seen the movie Baby Boy?
Yeah.
You don't want to be Jody. You don't want to actually slap the hell out of a woman because she done triggered you and it ain't you to hit her. But she done she's so bad shit crazy. You done mess around and hit her, and now you Jody.
Right. Well, T-Right, man. Over in Japan, they paying guys to marry their women over there. So you might need to go to Japan.
Don't do T-Right like that.
I was just saying, you know what I'm saying?
I guarantee T-Right don't want no unless she built like, unless Juan Lee Chong got a little Chong bone.
Be like no, what's that? I can't think of it.
Hey, T-Right got a booty way up her back. Ain't nobody got time. Booty smooth crack long. Man, ain't nobody got time.
Hey, man.
No, bro. No,
come on, RC, man. You dissing our Japanese
No, I'm saying you gotta mix. I'm just being real. If you're gonna do that, you gotta mix it with something. You gotta give a little.
They gotta be like Blackanese.
She gotta be Japanese. Look, T-Right.
Some blazing or something.
Blazing.
She gotta be Blackanese, Japanese, Irish,
Blackanese.
European knees, Meganese, all that. Get them on here.
Well, Lucy Liu, is it? I don't know what. I know Lucy Liu is Asian.
Yeah, she is. But I'm just saying, he from the deep south, man. We like a little lard. We like a little.
Yeah, we don't have to meet. We don't have to meet Asians in the deep south.
We don't want no.
Oh, you like the soul food type woman, huh? You know.
But you want her to be
some curve to it, man.
You want her to be really Asian, though. You want her to be really Asian. You don't want an Asian sister hitting her hair to you ain't got the live Craig. You don't want that.
Yeah, it's a lot of those on TikTok. You can find them. It's crazy. So T-Right, man, Japan might be your next destination.
Right? Hey, bro, I'm T-Right agent.
They
bro.
might,
I'm done.
they might throw you some money too.
Oh, cool. He said that's my agent.
Hey, look, I'm
I'm
T-Right
agent, yeah,
agent, bro.
right.
I'm his agent. I'm telling you right now. T-Right gonna save the population. We don't listen to nothing Ben saying.
He said he gonna
We
say
gonna
population.
hey T-Right, if Ben keep on, we gonna sue his ass defamation. We gonna sue his
Yeah, right.
ass.
Come on, man.
Well, yeah, I bet him and Dustin will line up for them 2 lawsuits right there.
Come
If
on.
LeBron don't get
I'm
me,
first in line.
if LeBron don't get me first, then
24-hour
T-Right
lockdown.
and Dustin.
You'll be in Pelican Bay when I get through with your ass.
Pelican playing ball in Pelican Bay.
Oh yeah, wow. Well, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We do have a promo. Use Bet Us. We got your game right now. NBA playoffs going on. WNBA. What's going on? Playoff hockey is going on. So use Bet Us to play some bets. Who's up? You said Dallas?
Mavs.
Okay.
Luka came on in the second half with 33.
Oh, most of knows that T-Right going to Japan. I tell you what though, black men are the most desired in the world. So T-Right might need to take that trip. Hey, I'm your booking agent. All right, Tyler. When you have an opening, get you in there.
No, my client ain't going nowhere near Japan. Now we'll send him to Brazil and Dubai and stuff like that. You won't do that?
Oh no, Brazil, cause you don't know what you might get. Or send him to
send me to Puerto Rico or something.
What? We don't know what he gonna get. We
know send him to Thailand. Send him to Thailand.
We're gonna walk up to him like this, T-Right, and don't the hell out of yeah, she good to go. T-Right
gonna do the cough test. T-Right gonna do the cough test.
Man, go on, bro.
Hey, T-Right, any kind of sagging. We can also, hey, you see anything sagging, kick him in the balls. He gets. Now we good. I don't know who your mama is, but you hanging in place you shouldn't be. You don't have no place.
Right. Go Bangkok. Oh my goodness. Man, we have our Caitlin Clark shirt in the merch store. Man, they are dogging her right now, man. They're giving her the Jordan treatment for real.
It's all good. They so stupid because if they realize to piggyback her, right, what she's doing so they can build a league of, that's just goes to show you, man, they jealous of one another when they need one another. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Right.
You gonna
going at it. They had Great Mystique, Caitlin Clark. Like I said, that's in the item shop. I will put the merch store in the chat real quick so I can check out the merch. And we also have one more shirt to show y'all. We support women's sports at VOF. You know, I have a daughter. RC have a daughter. T-Right have a daughter. So we all support. What you say?
I'm gonna get me a couple of those.
Yes, sir. I did, man. Black lettering or white lettering. So wherever y'all like, you can get. And one more shirt, VOF Wolfpack. Go ahead and get that. Yes, sir. Thank y'all guys for tuning in the show. Great show. Shout out to L again. Shout out to Randy at the What's Up Sports Podcast.
Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to you know how them people be talking about what give guys.
Yeah, Randy. Shout out to Coach AP for letting my son come on the show.
Wood, Flowers,
T-Gat, Dustin. He went to sleep. He just texted me. He fell asleep. So he ain't getting paid. Not just playing. All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. We are out of here. Yes, sir.